So, welcome to the stream. We are going to continue with our CDDA run. So let's make sure we're loading the correct save. Yep, that looks like it. So, last stream we unfortunately lost our 2 weeks of CDDA survival character, which was big sad. Well, not 2 weeks, like maybe 11 days. Still past the chopper. Then we had some more fumbling around, and eventually we landed on this survivor who managed to escape the flaming house, to stay ahead of the hordes, and to get to the Amish village. Okay, I don't like this stuttering. Probably I'd have to allocate some more resources to Zomboid. Let's give you that, and let's buy you those 3. Okay. Okay. That's funny. Now they have different animations, and that looks like it's while it's converting the world, so there's an obstacle. Yeah, an update dropped in between streams, so I hope our world is still functional. If not, we'll just start over. Okay, and here we go again. Hello, Nubs. How is your Warframe doing? Okay. War never changes, I guess. Okay, here we are. Let's load that a bit. Huh. So we can see bandage decals sticking through some of those. Okay. So, here we are. We have traveled all the way from Muldraugh, had a stay in this meth lab house, and now we are in this lakeside village. So we have a house here. We know there's some zombies here that we probably should clear out. And there looks like a path here to explore. But first let's start by moving our supplies. We have, well, not a lot, but a bunch. Let's start by equipping our duffel in secondary. That's gonna push us over the limit, I guess. Okay. Let's first start by grabbing as much as we can into our hydration bag. Here we are, full hydration bag, and we're still 9 kilos. Okay, and let's load as much as possible of the rest here. Okay, everything fit. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, those two, well, at least one will fit. And we can move that to our house. Well, to the house we chose to be ours. One that is closer to water. Hello to viewers. We're just starting, and that's probably not gonna be an action-packed episode, because we are in a remote location far away from zombies. And we need to build base. Then again, I tell that, but we have basically no tools to build base. And, yeah, we probably have to make a shopping list and then get back to closer to Muldraugh, or, as I was saying, closer to Dixie crossroads. Because I really want to find a car, and there will be a bunch of cars there. Okay, so... Oddly enough, we seem to be bottlenecking on GPU. Yeah, you probably can see that we have some stutter going on. And I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, so that's gonna be our more of a permanent house. We need to clean it up quite a bit. But before we do the cleaning, let's just make a bigger mess. Okay, let's speed up time here. And let's drop everything from here as well. Okay. Now, to clean a house, we can use furniture pickup to get rid of some of those trash tiles. They do take up space. Quite a lot of it, actually. Here, let's dump all of that into duffel. And pick up some more. Okay, now, what do we want to do with all this trash? Might be a bit unconventional, but probably would make sense eventually. So, foraging, as you might know, yeah, let's pick up those glass shards too, and this can as well. So, as you know, foraging depends on some sprites in the world. Like, if you see those rocks, well, first of all, yeah, you can pick them up, but you also have like a greater chance of a foraging find rocks spawning nearby. And that works for other types of loot. And the most how do you call it? Well, useful category of foraging would be trash. Which, oh, you can pick up grass. Huh, that's interesting. So, trash is also a foraging category. And it obviously has a greater chance to spawn near tiles that show trash. So if we collect those trash tiles and put a bunch of them in one spot, we might be able to create like a hotspot for where foraging finds will be allocated to trash category. And trash category, okay, I'm not gonna place those pieces of glass. I'm gonna keep those on me for a while. But let's dump this trash out. So that might seem like loitering, but that's more of a cheesing. Okay, yeah, let's speed up the process a bit. So, and I might like go around the whole village and put all the trash here. Okay, so that should be all of it. And we like walk over. No finds trigger at this moment. Not that I expected to be as lucky on the first try. Okay, something here. Yeah, more dog bane. Let's pick it up in our hydration pack. Oh, something else. Okay, what is that? That's a switchblade. Oh, pocket knife, okay. Yep, let's pick it up. Sounds like something useful. Oh, and it's in perfect condition. What a surprise. Okay, so antlers. They don't get dropped that easily, but we can carve a knapping tool out of those. So let's do that. Okay, 10 carving XP. Okay. Now that is gone. Let's take that knapping tool and put 2 of those here on the table. Okay, and drop all of those. Well, maybe not pocket knife, please. Well, in fact, let's keep that pocket knife in... no. Okay. Can drop those. And now it should fit. Let's put pocket knife here, so it's like everyday carry. Cool. Cool. So let's set the duffel bag. We don't need it at the moment. We need some food. We should have some berries in our trash pile. So let's go eat those. And we are sad. So let's do the salad cheese. Oh, we are out of berries, are we? No, 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 no. Here they are. 9 things of berries. That should get us a while. And carving book that we need to read eventually. Okay. Wait, though, didn't we have a bowl? Okay, here it is. Empty bowl. Sit on ground and eat berries. Each fruit salad does reduce our unhappiness a bit, so by repeating this process we should get rid of this model. Okay. A riveting gameplay, I know. So, Duane Herrera, what are our next plans? It's gonna get dark soon, so we better move our cot into this house. We got rid of said model. Yeah, let's move the cot and prepare to sleep. And then I want to finish reading carving book. Get our carving up to maybe making a weapon out of this mace head we found. And see what other infrastructure we might want, because I want us to be able to build like a forge and start making tools of our own. But that's gonna be a long road ahead, and we still would need some tools to get it done. Okay, so that's the chapel, and the house with cot is that way. I don't like that we are... hello, log. You are a find. Okay, let's put you into our hydration pack. It's not gonna fit much more, but okay, twigs, I don't need them. What about you? Rag, yeah, please pick it up. More dogbane means more twine or more rope, whatever is more useful to us. And what are you? Tobacco. Huh. Some wild tobacco. Well, we are not a smoker, but we now have tobacco seeds. Which I have no idea when its growing season is, so I'm not gonna put it in ground yet. So that's the cot. Let's pick it up. Let's equip it in secondary so we don't overstrain ourselves and move back. Because it's getting real dark. Oh, wait, what? Do we have? Yeah, another log here. Okay. Let's equip primary. Steel rod half almost destroyed. So let's retire this weapon. And yeah, drowsy. Okay, that's not sad. That's sleepy. Oh, there are some fishes in the water. Okay, that's good. So we might be able to get some fishing done. If we had a fishing pole, which we don't, and I'm not sure if we have all the resources to build one. Oh, and it's kind of super dark for you, isn't it? Okay. Caught. Okay, so that's looks like the place we want it to be. And since we're already sleepy and it's 8:30, we can go to sleep. And we are getting chilly, but I hope we don't catch the cold. If we do, we might have to start burning wood in our antique oven overnight to prevent us from getting cold. And that would be a lot of wood through the winter. But we seem to be fine. Okay. So that's 4:30 in the morning. We can barely see. Destroy for fuel. Okay, so a log is 6 hours. If we go grab the matches. Oh, it's getting lighter already. Fine, I guess. Let's take... it's dull. Can we sharpen it? Yes, not by much, though. And I believe we only can sharpen it if we disassemble it. Oh, dull or note. Let's try to get firewood. Okay. It's too dark. Is it fire? No, not dire wood. I need firewood. Chop logs into firewood. We need a table. Oh, chop branch into firewood. So large branch can be made into 4 firewood, while a log into 6 firewood. Eee. Yeah, I think I'll prefer using large branches for fuel then, and logs will remain for construction. So let's drop that log, and oh, yeah, no, that drop a log might sound a bit awkward. Oh well. So here's the second log. And let's dump everything down here. Oh. Yeah, we dumped it into a duffel bag instead. Okay. So it is probably light enough by now. And we want to craft well, we want to make a tent kit. So for the tent kit, we need a long stick, we need tarp, we need some wooden rods. Okay, carve long stick. That's one thing. Let's double check. Tent kit. Yep. So we need a long stick or sapling. Okay. Well, I'm kinda still glad I carved it, just for some experience. Now, wooden rod. Oh, since we are going to do carving, let's read the rest of this book, shall we? Let's sit on ground near a window so we see outdoor tiles and get bored less. And let's read the book. Sitting still, yeah, means we're getting cold, we're getting a bit peckish. That's not a problem. We need to check our wounds, because I believe that should be healed by now. That probably is too. And yeah. Okay, that's healed. That is healed. So we are in mint health. We finished this book. Let's drop it here. And let's... Another thing with this bowl cheese is if some of your berries go stale, making them into a salad removes all penalties of them being stale. That's... okay. Now it... okay, so we have fresh 6 hunger, and that I believe was blocking our stale 6 hunger berry. So let's finish up this stale berry. And all good. Now, we finished reading carving, so let's carve wooden rod. Let's carve one here. And we should be getting like 10 XP now. 30. Cool. So that's like XP multiplier from a book at working hard. Now, you you can be made out of wooden rod, long stick, broken handle, large handle, 3 branch. Okay, so we need 4 branches. Or handles. Or plungers for some reason. But okay, so we need 1 more branch for a wooden rod. And 4 more for stakes. Before we can make a tent kit. So let's focus on firewood and start looking. Okay, should be 2 branches found. Yep, 2, 3 branches. And we have 1 more branch on the table in our old house. That should do the trick. What is it? Oh, more metal iron scrap. Okay, let's pick it up. Because eventually we will be blacksmithing, and that would be materials. Like we can smelt it down. And yeah, foraging levels, but those are gonna like fly up real fast because we started with max multiplier to begin with, which is like ×6. Oh, hello, more food. And we are constantly doing more foraging, so there's that. Okay, so chapel. And from the chapel, it's this way. Okay, we don't need small branches. We will take this sapling. Try to fit it in our hydration bag. Because sapling can be turned into a spear. And yeah, spear would probably be... Oh, so now they show as like... equip both hands just to save space. And we'll probably end up chopping it into firewood. Yep, that's another 3 branch we have here. Can it fit in here? It can. I'll leave this knife, those 2 rags here. In fact, I'll add 2 more. And here's a trick if you want to get clean rags. So you know you can rip up zombie clothes. But it gives you like mostly dirty rags and not clean ripped sheets, right? If you have access to washing in any capacity, like we have access to this lake, you can take a piece of zombie clothing that is like bloody, dirty, filthy, whatever. Then, yeah, let's refuse that. So let's get to the lake. Hello, what are you? You are an empty beer can. And I believe you can be smushed and smelted. Oh, what's there? Okay, that's a rock. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? We need some. Okay, here's the lake. Body of water, wash, and where is this striped t-shirt? Yep, that's that one. Let's wash it. Now, that is like worn, wet, but it's no longer dirty or bloody. And we can rip it into pieces. And we got only clean ripped sheets. So that's like a bit of a secret. Well, not a secret, but yeah, a bit of a handy trick if you want just clean rags. Okay, flat stone. Yep, sorry about that. Okay, and more rose hip. Rose hip, once again, as I mentioned, is non-perishable food, so let's take it. And we are overburdened by this flat stone because it's 10 encumbrance, and we carry it just in our pocket. But we are close to home, so let's just carry on. Okay, and drop that stone, and drop that large branch. Cool. Now, that broken branch, can we... yeah, we can carve it into 2 small handles. Oh, that is okay, I guess. But we still need a wooden rod. We need, yeah, make this sapling into another long stick. And we can carve stakes 1 and 2. Yeah, let's do this via this menu instead. Carve stakes out of 3 branches. Max craft. Okay. How far are we from leveling? Not at all. Okay. So now let's put this wooden rod here. Put those 2 branches here. Or 2 stakes here. Long stick drop. Half rod. Let's drop you. And drop all of those. Now, 2 more branches for 2 more stakes for our tent kit. And getting peckish, so let's eat some berries. Large branch and hemp. Okay. Large branch once again. That's gonna be our firewood, and hemp is just generally useful. Though, maybe I have enough. Let's craft a couple ropes. And maybe a couple twines. And then that should be good enough. Yeah. Let's not take more of that. That's super common now. Yeah, it's not the best foraging weather, because our visibility suffers. What's that? Oh, more antlers. Do I want them? Yeah, let's take them. Maybe those napping tools will break and we'll need replacement ones. Okay, broken branch. Yeah, that's like carving XP, so why not? And some small handles. Okay, here's some berries. And a bottle opener. Okay. Worst case, I believe that can be smelted to metal, but it's foraging XP and we might have to open some bottles. Eventually. Okay, what are you? Limestone? Yeah, limestone. Let's pick you up. Not sure how to craft with it, but it's here. Okay, so here you see this trash actually spawned like a trash category find sheet of paper, which is good. Oh, foraging one. Yeah, let's grab all those books and put them at least in our home where they are not risking getting wet. And you know what? We have crates here. And oh, with more books, which is good. So, back in build 41, you needed like a hammer to pick up a crate, and it had a risk of breaking. And build 42 changed that, which is super good. Okay. Let's check this. Let's actually create equip secondary just to save on our encumbrance. That one is, let's get rid of this. And here, what is that? Medieval armory. Huh, that's a good find. And you may call me crazy, but see, that proximity to this trash pile kinda upped the chances of this category finds here. So, you can concentrate trash to abuse foraging a bit. That might sound cheesy, but what you gonna do about it? Okay, more hemp. I don't want hemp, I want tree branches. Can we... okay. Now that we have our crate, let's unequip it and place it here. So we have some storage space that is not just dumped on the floor, which is good. Now, all of those books are the first to go into the crate. Magazine. Okay. Cooking book. Foraging. Okay. Yeah, large branch. Probably can drop it here. Oh, we can carve small handles out of antlers. Cool. Can we place antlers as furniture? Because I couldn't drop them like that. Because, yeah, you see, it kind of wants me to place them as furniture. And, yep, there they are. So, they're also good for decorating. And I'm a bit of a dickaholic. Okay, so that drops here. Let's eat, I said eat this berry. Check the crate. Drop everything inside. I'll dig everything on floor. Except those two containers. Move that all into the crate. And it's gonna take a while, but we have like a cleaner base for it now. Cool. Cool, cool. Can we look for more branches? Or do we have the axe on us? No, we don't. We have a meat cleaver, and can we remove some bushes? Yeah. Here, remove bush. That uses a meat cleaver as a tool or some other knife. Okay. Our pocket knife in this case. And that has a decent chance of producing 3 branches too. It mostly produces twigs, but like 50% of a tree branch. Well, maybe, yeah. So 3 bushes and 2 tree branches. And let's take all the twigs. So now we have all of those. We can carve 2 more stakes. We got our carving up. And open this. What are we missing for our tent kit? Okay, so we are too far away from our wooden materials. So let's just craft that. Cool. And we now have our improvised tent kit. 8! Holy cow! That's a chunky kit. I mean, tents are not supposed to be small, but oh shoot. Can we, like, tents and campfire kits? Tents are now movables. Placed pick up with movable options. Okay. So to make it movable, we need to move that here, and let's see how it looks. Yep, that's pretty much the old tent kit we had in 41. So, sleep quality is bad. Well, who would have guessed? But we can rest with a tent. Huh. Okay. That makes sense. Still probably a good thing we can take it on the go. Still 8. No, not like that. Please drop it. Thank you. Okay, getting dark, getting drowsy, I guess. Yeah. I need some food. Let's get rid of that. And let's check if we can... we can indeed chop those large branches. Is it too dark? Firewood, log, large branch. Yeah, it's too dark now. Okay. So we'll deal with that tomorrow. For now, let's drop that here. And let's go to sleep. Maybe we should have exercised before sleeping, but... we are being a bit lazy. So now we have a tent kit, which is good. Oh. We have enough carving level to... let's rest on ground here. We have enough of carving level to make medium handles. Now with the weaponry, let's take mace, assemble mace level 1. Can we use possible alternatives? No, that's just stone mace. Yeah, assemble stone mace. We need a large handle or a short bat to assemble, and yeah, we need a hammer. Any hammer, including stone one, which we, if we get like a branch, we can make. Sure. Okay, so that requires a long handle. How much more do we need? to make a long handle. Carve medium, carve large handles. So from large branch or a plank. And that needs carving 3. Yikes. Well, carving 3 is not too far off, but we lost our skill multiplier. So we only start with our organic one, which is like times 3 anyway. But that would still drop us to not much. Carve 12 handles. 2 handles from this one. Too dark. Yeah. Who would have guessed? Getting package. So let's... that's not... That thing I'm not thrilled with. So we have a problem with water now. Which is understandable. We didn't get fresh water in a while, and our bottle and hydration bag kinda ran dry. So we can get some hydration from berries, which is like the main reason why we didn't get dehydrated before with the amount of berries we eat, but yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is we are losing weight and we are 2 ticks away from being underweight, which would be no fun because underweight means you like deal 30% less damage. Okay, so all current berries are done. We'll have to look for more. Let's wait till it gets lighter. 5:30 is when it gets light enough. Good. Now we should be able to do some carving. What's wrong with firewood? Yeah, that is too far from table. Why do we need a table to chop wood? Is a bit beyond me, but you're the boss. Okay, max, craft. Let's craft that, and yeah, it does produce 4 firewood. So now we have 8 units of firewood that we can put here. Destroy for fuel, firewood 1. That gives us like a bit over an hour. Now splinters. Okay, we have loaded this we have loaded this antique oven. We have our pot. We have our body of water here. Oh, what's that? A lamb skull. Still not picking those up. So, water source. Let's get water into our empty pot. There was some fish that is now officially scared away. Okay, so this pot of tainted water, let's drop it into our antique oven. Now let's start fire using splinters and matches. And that should take care of this tainted water. Make it drinkable, which we can then... oh, that was fast. So, oh, and we can disinfect bandages. Let's get at least a couple of those clean bandages then. How much water does that consume? Half a liter, okay. So let's disinfect another bandage. Let's take this water pot, liquid options transfer. Hydration pack, move it here, transfer all, and oh, okay. So that's, I guess we drank most of that water, but we still have like an hour on our antique oven, so we can grab the pot and get more water. So let's water pot. Are you still burning? Yep. Half an hour still. Okay. You're just not that visible anymore. Put that in. Heat up. And that's clean now. Hydration pack, liquid options, transfer liquids. Yep, you are now in proper position. Put you here, transfer all here, transfer. That's good. Next, empty plastic bottle, transfer liquids. And why empty here and then filled goes by default here? That's like, that makes no sense. We're not transferring from here to here. That's source. Why would you make an empty container default to source? Sorry. Okay, yeah, well, let this die. Now we have like a bit of water here. Let's remove that from defaults and put it here. Empty pot, put, and drop it here. Okay. 2 sterile rags. We have wood. Now, my goal, as I said, was to build some forging capacity. So blacksmithing. Advanced forge is gonna be like a bit out of our purview for quite a while. So we need an anvil, a lot of stone blocks, yeah. Now burning barrel, that's If we find a metal barrel, that might be fine, but what about entrenching tool? So we need some sort of shovel, I guess. Dome kiln. What? That looks like it's more for brick burning rather than blacksmithing. Now, primitive furnace. That's the most basic thing we can build, and that will smelt iron items. Furnace. Okay, that's iron items and sand into glass. Primitive forge, stone anvil, stone, clay cement. So, for primitive furnace and back tent. How have I not noticed that before? I guess that would make it much more manageable. Where is it? Improvised tent packed. Yeah, it's half as big now. Okay. That's good to know. Now, cement. Mix a bucket of clay cement. So we need grass cuttings 50, or we need just sandbag, which we don't have. Okay, grass cuttings or hay. Bucket of clay cement. And this needs to be like carved bucket or metal bucket. And it cannot be wooden bucket. So carved bucket works, wooden bucket doesn't. Okay. What about bucket then? Bucket. Carved bucket requires carving 4. Yikes. Okay. So we need a lot of carving to do before we can start on that. And a lot of carving means a lot of looking for like tree branches. Or looking for books. That would be valid too. Based on the distance, that's okay. I thought that would be a log, but a large branch works too. A large branch is like smaller cousin to a log. A sapling. Why is it horizontal here? But not gonna question that too much. Sapling is a bunch of carving XP. What was that? 3 branches, yay. Okay, another large branch here. We have our bag full, so we're getting a bit overburdened. A skull, not taking that. Another 3 branch. We have a lot of firewood now. Yeah, maybe I should collect clothes of those. Oh, hello. Why are you not dead? Let's drop those 2. And pick that up. So, hello zombie. Can I interest you in some stomping? Okay, that's good. Jeans, yeah. I'll get those. I'll get those zombies like declothed, because those are crafting materials and I want to keep them. But that zombie being alive kinda makes me worried a bit. Let's drop those. Let's drop those. Let's drop all of those. Jeans, t-shirt. T-shirt, knee-high skirt, jeans, t-shirt, skirt, tank top, long skirt, tank top. Can I carve a shovel though? Because that feels a bit wrong to just take their clothes off and leave them rotting like that. So maybe if I can carve a wooden shovel or a wooden spade and dig graves, that would be okay. Long socks. That would be like more appropriate. If we can give them like a burial. Okay, that. So, carving. Does anything here look like a shovel? I know there's a trowel, wooden spoon, carve bat, carve wooden spade, level 4. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Okay. Oh, there is a path here. Where it leads to. Yes, just around the lake. Okay, another large branch. Wonder what we can like carve out of a large branch for carving XP. Oh, joy. More zombies. A lot more zombies and another house. Okay. Okay. And I guess that means we're fighting. Visibility here is atrocious. I feel like they lost me, but that whole area is now compromised. So I better not just be here. Let's grab the berries and move away. Okay, here's one. 2. Hello, zombies. Okay, so that zombie died not in standard zombie position, so that's part of this of the ragdoll update. So zombies can now die in different poses, which is real good. Even though technically melee ragdolls are not there yet. Okay. Okay, that shirt, lighter disposable. Thank you. I am going to take it. So, another fast shambling zombie. And we are getting hungrier. Okay, steak knife, thank you. ID card, Christopher. Bunting. Thank you for your knife, Christopher. Hello. That one is gone. Let's take your bread knife. Okay, what's that? Drowsy. I thought we were getting depressed from doing some looting, but we are already getting sleepy, which isn't good. Being sleepy means we get less damage. Well, we do less damage. Okay, that one is done. Okay, so some zombies that get staggered and fall over like a step further away than before. Okay. That's also a change. Okay, hello. What is that on in your belly? Hey, I didn't say you can stand up. Okay. Spear with steak knife. Sharpness, handle condition, head condition. Okay, so that's mostly a broken spear, but it has a good knife on it. Okay. Hello. How many of you are there still? 6. Yeah. I'm not going to deal with you. Yeah, you can, like, follow me for a bit. You're not gonna catch me. I'm just going out because I'm hungry and I'm drowsy. Let's find some berries. They are closer to my home than I would have liked, but what you gonna do about it? Okay, let's drop off this branch. Let's drop you in here. Drop you in here. Drop you too. Let's eat you. Dismantle knife spear. Reclaim from spear. Okay, so we have a mostly worn long stick. We got a mint condition steak knife, and we no longer have a spear. That long stick we can carve into handles, I guess. Carve spear, carve 8 handles. Let's do that. And see how much XP that gives us. And 10 XP. Yeah, that's gonna take a while, because we need 300. Well, then again, just 30 of those actions and we are good. We are very tired though. Okay, broken branch. Let's carve you into handles. How much XP does that? That produces same 10 XP. Okay, so broken branches are also a good thing to grab for XP. Good to know. We are very hungry and very tired. Let's eat more berries. Let's eat all of them. And maybe we'll have to get in our non-perishable stack soon. So south is a no-go direction because of zombies. Let's search for berries this way. More dog bane. Did we scratch ourselves? Yep. We did scratch ourselves. Let's bandage. Because that heart starts beating when we get a wound. Or start losing HP for any reason, and that was like the only I could see. Hopefully that... We already had like a hole on our upper torso, so we didn't lose much clothing. Hello, Swira. Glad to see you here on stream. Hello. Sorry, I was told that my stream delay is kinda bad. So if I don't respond for a while, that's not because I'm ignoring you. Also, yeah, I am a bit bad with noticing chat. I do my best though. So, welcome to the stream. We are doing CDDA challenge in Zomboid. Current survivor is on day 7, so we might be getting a helicopter. And you know what? If helicopter comes, there are some zombies around that might get stirred up. So I'm a bit worried. I am planning to start making mods in an hour and a half. But But for now, I'm just chilling with gameplay. So that's my usual routine now. I start with some gameplay and then switch to making mods. Okay, that's not something we want. Though, then again, I believe pine cones are like half an hour of burn time for our antique oven. So maybe we should be taking those. Then again, we have a decent supply of firewood. At least decent enough for cooking. Maybe not for warmth, but yeah. So 4 more berries. That one is very small. Those are decent. That's very small too. Okay, we are looking for berries. Why are we getting that many large branches? It's not that I'm opposed to them. They are firewood, and we might be able to carve something else out of them, like maybe bats eventually. But, oh, we have something here. We have ammo here. And I hear zombies around. I see zombies around. Okay, so that was the other pocket of zombies we ran into before. And yeah, I'm not dealing with those. That's public bathroom though. I'm not sure why it's loaded with ammo. But yeah, you see, we dealt with some of those and left the rest for later. And with me being very tired, I don't think that this is the right moment to, like, bring back those grudges. Let's just move out. Okay, so one more day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not that an expert on 3D modeling, but I can share what I know. So, if you have any questions, well, some specific questions, you can ask and I'll do my best to answer. And start of today's mod making would be probably more related to scripting rather than 3D modeling, because we have a few vehicles processed but not linked up yet. So that's my plan for today, and since I'm in no shape to fight, I'll take the rest of the day reading cooking book. sitting by the window so we don't lose light too soon. And at about 8 when we lose light, then we can go to sleep. Yep, too dark to read. We read about a quarter of the book, and let's sleep. Because we are very tired. And us being so tired so early might indicate that we are on an imbalanced diet. So maybe just berries are bad for our health. But it's the middle of winter and our food sources are limited. Well, we slept till daytime. That's good. One thing I want to check is make fishing rod. So here we need like bone fishing hook, forged fishing hook, nail, or... Okay, so bone fishing hook. That's something we probably can make. We need wooden rod, we need twine, 2 uses, and a hook. So bone fishing hook, we need sharp bone fragment. Okay. And fragment, no. It's not something we can craft here, so. Let's like skull. Smash cow skull, smash herbivore skull. So, bone pieces, sharp teeth. Yeah, I primarily stream in English, though if you're more comfortable in Russian and you have specific questions, I'll be happy to answer them in Russian. So bone pieces 2. Okay, so we need a hammer and we can smash some of those skulls we find into bone pieces. And maybe carve one of those into a fishing hook. Okay, oh, we're still carrying this tree branch. Oh, large branch. Which, by the way, let's grab this stone. Let's grab this rag. Let's get in here and take one of those. Get close to table. No? Why not? What's wrong with this? Hammer. Make stone hammer. We need duct tape. Or twine. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So we cannot use rags to make stone hammers anymore. We have table, we have knife, so we should be able to make twine. Craft twine, yeah. Okay, max, craft. Let's speed up. 1 and 2. That's okay. Twine. Oh, research craft from a tree branch. Okay. Can reinforced and bone weapon. Okay, we researched some weapon recipes. Where? Oh, no, here's the stone hammer. Let's craft it. Yay. Now we have a hammer. And we have some twine. Let's drop it here. Let's drop that steak knife. That's okay. Now, next skull we find, let's take it. And since I'm kinda not happy with zombies being around in anticipation of Heli event, I'll go deal with northern and southern zombies now. And hopefully find some berries in the process. Hello! Okay, so we have some finds, but we'll check them out after we deal with Zeds. Get bonked again, and you're dead. Get bonked, and, well, that was strange. Okay, now you're dead. Oh, that was weird. Like, you were not on the ground. Why did I stomp you to death? That lethal toe stomp. I guess those are now a thing. Okay, nothing. If we get scissors, which we might find in some of zombies, we might be able to level up tailoring some more. Okay, hello. Nope. I don't like you touching my backside. Another lethal toe stomp, I guess. Okay. Hello. Haven't seen you before. And there seems to be more. Okay. Oh, you have a hoodie. I might take it. And it's in decent shape. Yay. Okay, work boots with holes. Digital watch, let's take that. T-shirt, shirt. Okay. Nothing I'm interested much. Okay. There were a couple finds here. Yep, that's... There are some berries. Let's pick them up. Okay, 2. But, yeah, decently nutritious. They apparently rebalance some nutrition values because all the berries we find so far are rather lean. So... There was another find here, wasn't there? Okay, how's our pipe looking? It's decent. I believe we'll be able to smelt it even after it breaks. Though maybe a full pipe will smelt into a larger piece than a broken pipe. Don't need twigs. It's negative 6C. Okay, let's take that. That should be enough to get us not hungry. Yep. How do I stomp on zombies? That's spacebar. If you just have zombies nearby that are standing, that will default to a shove attack. And if all zombies around you are on the floor, then that will do the stomp. And if you're standing like close to their head, this stomp attack does critical damage if you do it with a weapon or just stomping, and it kills them rather quickly. Not always one shot, but yeah, decently fast. Okay, hello. Are you the ones? Yeah, that looks like these are the zombies. Hey, I'm here. Are you stupid or something? Brain dead. Well, all of those are slow shamblers. Which is not fun because they noticed me like at the same time. And pulling them apart might be a bit tricky. Still doable. Here's how you do it. Like when they get close to you, they become walking a little bit faster. So you can like just walk away from them and gain some distance away from still slow zombies. Dead, dead, please. Yep, dead. Okay, we are winded. That's not a good thing to be. Okay. Believe 2 more. So, that model and its equivalent in Sleepy, those are very bad. They have 4 levels of severity, and even at the first level, when you see them, okay, I really like that helmet. I'm gonna wear it. So even at the first level of severity, your damage output is like 50%. At greatest, yep, that is a CDDA challenge. So it's like kinda as difficult as it gets. You start in a burning home with a leg wound, and it's the middle of winter, so, and there's a lot of zombies and not a lot of supplies. So yeah, that's like the hardest default setting. And the only mods I'm using are for vehicle animations. Primarily because I didn't make those mods to not use them myself. That would be stupid. And I don't like switching them on and off when I jump between mod making and like casual play. So that's why they stay on. Okay, what's that? A little uncomfortable. Is this because of our helmet? Because if wearing a helmet makes your head uncomfortable, yeah, that's gonna be dog crap. Maybe I should wash it. Oh. And that hoodie. What about that hoodie? We have a sweater with one hole, and we have a hoodie with one hole. Which location is your hole? It's lower torso. Okay, so if we wear this hoodie, we'll cover our upper torso, which is good. So no hood. Let's wear that. Yeah, we had to take off our sweater. But we now have some insulation on our upper torso. Yeah, that's gonna make us less cold overall. Let's wash. Let's wash this sweater. Another thing, let's wash this helmet. It's maybe it's because it's like in zombie gunk that makes us uncomfortable. Okay, let's rip this sweater apart. And you can see we got 5 clean ripped sheets. Okay. Info, we are almost at weight loss. Well, we're almost underweight, which is no fun, but what you gonna do? There are some rabbits in the fields to the south of lake. I've seen them. We can try to hunt them, but just running after one with our pipe would be stupid and will take a lot of running, which burns a lot of calories, which makes it less sense. And for trapping, we don't have proper bait. Oh, sorry. So fishing is probably our best call. Then again, I say that we don't have any bait for fishing as well. Oh, sorry. I don't know where those hiccups come from. So, anything. Very cold. A little uncomfortable. Slight wind chill. So, what's that? Okay, that's a skull. I said I wanted to grab one just to see if we can carve our fishing hook and maybe a needle too. Because we don't have a needle and we need it to fix our clothes. Okay, what's that? Here it is, it's twigs. Don't need. Okay. We are backish again. Oh, and yeah, just on cue, some berries. Not much, but at least something. Okay, so that's our books table. I'm gonna wait for at least helicopter here before I venture out and try to find a car at the crossroad. Once we have a car, next goal would be to secure a generator. And hopefully some way to hook it up, because we don't have a generator manual or the skills yet. Oh, let's remove this bandage. That should, yeah, that's healed by now. I don't use mods like that. I believe there is like a clear model borders mod that instead of them always being round and like using different shades of red, it uses number of corners to indicate severity of this of each model. But I don't know how it is called, and there is there are mods like a simple status bars, which I consider to be like borderline cheating. They show those statuses not as like those fixed models, like on specific breakpoints. Oh, large knife blade. Hello, let's take you. So not as those models, but as like full percentage bars, so you have a clear read and you know like how close you are to next breakpoint. Okay, another pig skull. Yeah, let's take that as well, because maybe a first skull would be too small. And yeah, let's go back and try to do some Hulk smash. Okay, we have some berries. A trail of dead zombies. Some tree branches. Okay, so this large blade. What kind of handle do we need for that? Weaponry. Let's blade. Make saw blade. No. Repair maybe. Sharpen blade. Okay. Oh yeah, good question though. What? Yeah, you have just condition. You don't have sharpness. Do you? Nope. Large knife blade. Okay, assemble bladed item. Small handle. Large knife from small handle and large knife blade. That's good. What about... what about smash herbivore skull? Smash it. That's good. Let's smash the other skull. Okay, pig tusk, bone pieces, animal teeth. Okay, those tusks, they sharpen jawbone, animal bone, jawbone, sharpen bone, sharp bone fragment. Okay, improvised whetstone, or I believe full whetstone should work too, and we should have one of those, don't we? No, we don't. Huh. Well, apparently it was in another game. Okay, so what about whetstone? Improvised whetstone, we need 2 stones. Okay. We have 1. We might like pick up 1 here. What about you? Pick up stone. Yep. Here we are. We have this stone. Cool. Whetstone. Improvised whetstone. Craft. That's okay. Okay, knapstone all, that's good. Sharpen bone. Craft. Okay, now we have this sharp bone fragment. Can we make a hook? Blunt bone knife. So hook. Carve fishing hook. Oh, shoot. Carving level 5. Yeah, that's a bit much. That's gonna take a while. Okay. Assemble bladed weapon. That's fine. What about repair? Can we sharpen blade? Okay. We can sharpen our axe. We can sharpen fillet knife. What's that? We are tired already. Okay, so just fillet knife can be sharpened as well. Let's do that. What's with this fillet knife? Yeah, it can do with a bit of a touch up. Okay. Assemble bladed item. Craft. Okay. What else do we want? Bone all. So we have learned this recipe from where I have no idea, but we can do that. That gives us 10 carving XP, which is good. Simple wooden tongs from a tree branch and a rag. Can we substitute this rag? Yeah, we can substitute a rag with twine, which I am inclined to do. Carve simple tongs, carve. Twine used to be like a precious resource, but now because you can make more twine out of dogbane, that's mostly lost. Okay, carving 5. Can we max? Yeah, let's carve that. Drill plank. We probably don't need drill plank yet. We have matches. And it's not gonna be... oh, Sue footwear. So we can use bone all, some rags, to make like hand wraps, head wrap, and some improvised clothing. Okay, that's interesting. So bone all is like a substitute needle, right? No, yeah, it can be used as a needle, but it accepts all sorts of awls as well. Okay. You know what I think I can do with hand wraps? Wonder if it gives us tailoring XP. Yep, not much though. Okay, good to know. When we get a book, we might look into this kind of... Yeah, and it doesn't look like we can rip those apart. But we have some, like, protection on our hands now. Beret, let's drop you here. Simple wooden tongs. Those tusks. Oh, fingerless gloves, yeah. Bone pieces, animal teeth. All of that can go there. Whetstone. Let's set it here. A large knife. Sharpness and condition, okay. Let's use you instead of fillet knife. Let's put fillet knife into storage. Let's drop pocket knife here. Drop wooden rod. Sit here. Let's read. We are very tired. Too dark to read. We are getting slightly thirsty, but we have some water here. So let's drink that. Yep. Let's leave it be for now and go to sleep. So that's another day done. We are still being a little uncomfortable, so that's probably our helmet. Okay. That means we need to switch back to our beret. Or suffer this uncomfortableness. Okay, carving is 65 out of 300. Napping is at 1. We haven't napped anything yet. Okay, so where's our beret? Beret, let's wear. Let's drop that here. Grab this empty pot. Open body. Fill pot. let's go boil it to get more water. Water, let's destroy for fuel. Let's put in 1 firewood. Start fire, wood splinters, and matches. There we are. Okay. Dirty rag. Let's drop here. Let's take this bottle. Water pot. Liquid options. Transfer liquids. Switch, please. Pot. Transfer maximum. Okay, now that bottle here. Once again, let's transfer max. And let's get more water from the river, and we'll probably have time to boil it. With this same firewood. I get water into an empty pot. Read that while we wait. We'll have like a couple pages progress. And yeah, water is done. Okay, let's go. Bottle, liquid options, transfer liquids from this pot. I said from the pot. Oh, you want it to be in our inventory, right? Yeah. That system, liquid system, is cool and all. It needs some work though. Okay, let's put this pot here. Still has water. Let's put that bottle here. So we generated 3 liters of clean water. That should sort us for a day or 2. Let's eat berries directly, just because it's faster. Oh. There is something here, a large branch. Yeah, not what I'm looking for, but I'll take it. And what I wanted to check, firewood. Can you be carved into something? Okay, so firewood can be used for carving. So we can get a bunch of those large branches. We can smack them into firewood, and then we can carve a lot of small handles out of that firewood and level up our carving this way. Okay, makes sense. I'm not sure if that will get us to level 5 we aim for, but okay, that is poison. Not taking that. No finds here today. Well, this time. Another survivor. Well, not really a survivor by now, judging by this sound, but yeah. Okay, what did we... Seriously, a tent kit. So we spent all this time making a tent kit that is 8 size, and now we find a tent kit that is 6, and I assume it will pack into 3. Yay us! Packed tent kit, yeah, it's packed into size of 3. Well, on one hand, yay, foraging OP. On the other hand, I'm kinda mad that our efforts are now wasted. But nothing you can do about that. Not gonna cry about it. And maybe we can disassemble our improvised tent kit. Not having my hopes up, but maybe we can... Oh, something here. What is it? That is... comics. Sonora She-Neanderthal. Okay, that's quite good. Because that is kind of collectible. Comics in build 42, they have issue numbers and they are different, so you can like really have a whole collection. Okay, animal teeth. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for. Maybe we can like reinforce a weapon. But yeah, gonna take those. Okay, grab some of those. Large branches. We are very encumbered, so let's get back home and dump all of that. And maybe do some carving for XP. Once the helicopter passes, we'll probably move... Oh, hello. Do you have condition? Yes, you do. I hope that doesn't wear you out all the way. Okay, so let's drop that. Let's drop that tent kit. Actually, let's take all those branches here. That's gonna be like crazy encumbered. And now let's... Oh, we can carve a plank. Well, one plank from one tree branch. Oh, let's check that out. How much XP do we get? 20. Okay, so carving a plank nets us 20 XP. And then we can like carve this one plank into 12 small handles. That nets us... Yeah, let's check it. 10 more. So 30 XP from one large branch with this road. Cool. Cool. Now, what about firewood? Firewood. Chop large branch into firewood. Let's Yeah, let's start by doing one. That uses our axe, which we might want to take a look at. Yeah, it lost some sharpness. So we have 4 firewood. Required items. We can carve 2 handles from 1 firewood. Let's max craft. And 10, 10, 10, and 10. So that is 40 firewood with 8 handles we now have to deal with, and bonus splinters. So I'd say firewood road is more efficient. Okay. So max. Large branch, max, craft. Missing required items. So we crafted all of that. Required 2 branches, max, craft. And that should net us 200 XP, which should move us to level 3. Let's do that. Okay, we lost a knife, but we... Oh, yeah, did we lose a knife? Was it pocket knife that we lost? Where is it? But now we have a bunch of those small handles and splinters. Let's take those splinters. Those handles I'm really not worried about keeping. Let me see. Destroy for fuel. Small handle. Each small handle is 20 minutes. So, one large branch, when being processed into, firewood is more efficient, but small handles are a firewood too. So let's drop them here. That feels like a hazard. We have 3 more firewood. Yeah, that we didn't use. And we are at carving 3. Being carving 3, assemble long implement. Wood axe had. Okay. Pickaxe had, sledgehammer had. Okay, nothing of the. None of those is what we need. Make. Okay. Large branch required. Large branch. Okay. Bone spiked weapon. Long sharp bone. Sharp bone fragment. So we need 2 bones, 2 fragments, and large branch. And can we substitute leather scraps? Well, we can substitute them with dirty scraps, but nothing else. Believe we have leather jacket, so we can craft something like that. Carve large handle from 1 large branch. Large handle. We are too far away from the table. Yay. Nope. No. Let's take 1. Let's start this. Carve large handle. Create. How much XP is that? I'd assume that would be like 30. Oh yeah, and if you are playing with this same carving grind, you'd have to do like 6 times more than that. Because I started with level 1. Oh, 3 times. Or 4 times. Yeah, I believe 4 times less XP. Okay, so large handle. That is done. What about its condition? It's about half. Yeah, figured so. Figured as much. Now, 3 branch. Can we make a handle? So let's see. Sorry, stop. Don't waste large handle on crafting medium handle, please. We have a 3 branch, don't we? Use that. Game sometimes. Okay, 20 XP on 1 medium handle, which is still a half condition. Yeah. No fun. Thank you. A large knife. Yeah, that's fine. Drop that. That axe. Okay, so our best carving grind still is firewood, small handles. Let's go find some more. And some more berries, because we are hungry. Oh, here, we broke this steak knife. And we broke steak knife, and we have 2 more branches. 750. Okay, so with our 40 per, we need 20 large branches to get there. Ooh. That's kinda a lot. Okay, those berries are not edible. Let's discard them. I need something to eat. Well, I have some honey at home, but that's emergency. We need carving 5 to start fishing. We need, yeah, and even if we make our fishing hook, we don't really have bait, do we? Okay, that's some more berries. I'm not taking this bait. More berries. Okay, let's take that, and we have a chipped stone, or sharp flake as it's called now. Let's grab that. It's useful for napping. Okay, we are hungry. Those berries are gonna barely hit the spot. And we are probably underweight by now. Yep, we are. That stings. So that's like a horse keeping area. Hello, what's that? A guitar case. Is it empty? Oh, you can hold 5 units with 50% reduction. So you're about half as good as a sling bag. Okay, ice pick. That's some metal tool. We may be able to repurpose some more berries. Why did I put this in guitar case? I don't know. Big tusk. Huh. Well, we have a couple of those. We might figure out what we can craft of them. Another chipped flake. Well, sharp flake. More berries. Thank you. So now that should be enough to get us satisfied. Oh, I just realized I haven't explored the insides of the chapel. Let's get in there. So, some pews, altar. Yep, nothing here really. And it's getting dark soon, so we'll get sleeping. Okay, I'm bringing this guitar case with me because it's like a container we can use to organize our loot a bit better. For example, let's put you down here. Now let's take this case here and move all the dog bane into it. Okay, it didn't fit all the dog bane, most of it though. Okay, let's swap those two for more dog bane. Okay, let's grab those twigs and move them closer to our burn pile here. Move those here. that. Set mid cleaver here. Okay. We are sleepy. Can we? Yeah, the door is closed. Tree branch, sapling, large branch. Sharp rocks, 3 branches. Okay. Tusk. Required. Okay, so we can make a necklace, earrings, or large necklace. Okay, we need a hand drill. What can be substituted? Stone drill, auger drill, and hand drill. Okay, so tusks are not that useful. What about teeth? Required items. Once again, necklaces. Okay, so that's not something we want to take more of. We already have some, but yeah. Okay, magazine, blooms and blossoms, we didn't read, and medieval armory, we didn't read. Forge axe head, carve short bat. Forge mace head. Make spiked club. Okay. We can get some recipes out of that, but we need light. And to get light, we need sleep. Oh, we have a long handle. We can assemble our stone mace. That's probably not gonna last all that long. But, yeah, we are awake already. But at least we can do it. So, let's see. Grab our mace head. That is half condition. But what you gonna do about it? Craft. Yeah, not much we can do. Assemble. Assembly. Mace. Assemble stone mace. We have everything we need except sunlight. That's gonna be a long stone mace. Yeah. Okay. So let's wait a bit. Sit on ground. Let's snack on the rest of berries. And just wait. Okay, is it bright enough to craft? Yes, it's bright enough to craft here. Not here, though. So, we should move our table closer to this window, shouldn't we? Can we pick it up? Yep, we can. Oh. Let's take those two. put it down and here, next to window. Okay, now assembly, make crude stone axe, not what I want. I want mace, stone mace, something is too far, our hammer. Hammer, please go here. Long handle, please also get here. Craft, assemble stone mace, craft. Okay, here we are. What's with this mace? How does it look like? Long stone mace. Head condition half, handle condition half. It's a two-hander, and it looks nice. Okay, and it goes to our back slot. So, metal pipe, please be retired. Nice. Now we need more berries, we need more firewood. Let's cancel our focus and go look for stuff. Where is that helicopter? We are alive for almost 9 days. So it's almost day 10 now, and it's still not here. Oh, hello, another skull. Ram skull, yeah. We'll get some more bone fragments, but that's... I'm gonna stop. After that, no more skulls. So what's with our favorite trash pile? No finds here today. Chili, because our pants are ripped. Nothing here except for stench. Another flake. Okay, let's take that. Flakes are a little less useful than flint blocks. Primarily because they can only be like napped into blades, but they're still good because they are improvised cutting implements just by themselves. Okay, so what did we see here? Something unusual. Teeth. No. We don't need animal teeth. Twigs, we don't need twigs. Skull, I said we don't take more skulls. Though a large bovine skull might have been interesting if it gives us a jaw. Like if that jaw is big enough. Okay, that's a large brunch. Let's get that. Don't want teeth. Berries, thank you. Our inventory is full. Okay, so time to turn back. Gotcha. Drop that. Okay, 20 minutes till the start of our mod making part. So probably not gonna move and explore the crossroads this stream. Maybe next stream. And next stream might be tomorrow. That might be something I do. Well, at least next gameplay stream. I'm probably not gonna do mod making tomorrow, though as per popular request, I might. Another foraging level, fawn skull, no thank you. All those morbid finds, they are at least good in a way. They give a lot of XP. So that's going for us. Okay, zombies, that means our home is up there. Okay, here we are. Broken branch, let's drop. Large branch, drop. Sharp flakes, drop. Ram skull. Can we break it? Smash it? Okay, we have a stone, can make a stone awl. We have bone awl already, so we don't need that. Stone blade. Yes, that's something we can do. Chop large branch into firewood. Yeah, that's our carving meta for now. Carve wooden rod. Yeah, let's process all the branches into rods, because anything we can do with a branch, we can do with a rod. Maybe except this crude stone axe, which... why? But then again, it's okay. Okay, we have all those rods now, each giving us 10 XP. Bone awl, yeah, that's here. Carve dice from bone pieces. Why not? Maybe that can alleviate boredom somewhat. Okay, spear. We can make a spear with our large knife. Yeah, that's not something I want to do. Oh, hello. Make a stick trap. Okay, let's craft one. I'm positive we are not gonna use it because we are lacking any bait that would be valid with this. We might try to dig up worms though. That might be something. Okay, let's nap a stone blade. Okay, 20 napping skill. That's kind of good actually. So we need 150, so 7 of those, and we are, well, 7 more of those, and we are good. Let's set those here. Let's drop that. Eat some berries. A stone blade. Okay, we got more teeth from smashing skulls. Blooms and blossoms. Let's get that and read that. So, chamomile, marigold, sunflower, rose, poppy, and lavender. Growing seasons knowledge. Okay. That's useful. Not that we have any of those seeds, but I believe sunflowers can be foraged a lot. Oh, and you return the magazine where you took it. Nice. That's actually very nice. Okay, bone pieces. Let's take those. They are crafting materials. Okay, book. Let's move it here. Let's put that duffel bag on the table and use that for storing like smaller crafting materials, like those bone pieces, sharp flakes, broken branches, things like that. Okay, those go here, that's go here. Let that... Oh, and you, let's also put you on the table, the same purpose as this duffel bag. So we get access to our materials while we're here. Okay. All blade, broken branch, bone pieces. Yeah, that's all good. Improvised tent kit. Can we disassemble you? Because now we don't need you. I might want to pack, place, tent, pack, unpack, place required items. Okay, we can only pack or unpack you. Well, pack. Then let's pack you, and so you are just a backup in case we lose our main one. Gotcha. Berries. Okay. And go look for more stuff. Primarily, if we want just carving XP, we might want to start chopping trees. We have an axe, we have a way to rehandle it when it kind of breaks. So, yeah. No, I don't want twigs. I wonder what determines handle condition we get. Hello, berries. Nice to see you. Okay, more branches. More carving XPs. So branches, they better be become medium handles rather than wooden rods, or can we make a medium handle out of a wooden rod? Handle. Medium handle here. Ingredients. Okay, yeah. So first they get into wooden rods and then they go into medium handles. That's gonna be our branch grind. Well, branch XP utilization. Hello. Was there a find here? Yeah, there you are. Berries. And a branch. Stone. Let's put you in inventory. Okay, and that's a bone. We need 2 bones to make a weapon. Right, there was like a spiked club thing. So let's take that. Carve fleshing tool. Okay. So we might need a 3rd bone, because that fleshing tool intrigues me. Hello. Okay, I said I'm not gonna take more skulls, but I'm gonna take this one to check if we keep its jaws rather than just teeth. Because we should be getting those jaws from somewhere. And yeah, I guess large skulls are an easy suspect. Okay, no more finds here. No finds here. Some zombie bodies here, and still no chopper. Oh, and we are over 100 kills, which over 9 days is not that impressive, but it's still not nothing. Okay, here we are. Let's pack it here. Animal bone also goes here. And carve fleshing tool, no. Smash cow skull, yeah. Here we get jaw bones as well. So let's... Oh, and you need strength to crush skulls. Huh, interesting. Okay, and now let's see. Jaw. What can we do? Sharpen jawbone. We need improvised whetstone. We can do that. Make jawbone axe with leather scraps. Can it be substituted? No, just leather. Or jawbone club, once again, with leather. And for those we need maintenance 3. But we can sharpen jawbone. That makes like long, sharp bone, which is the thing we were looking for in, well, the reason we took this bone thing. So, improvised whetstone, it's just a bit out of reach. We have it. So let's sharpen those 2 jawbones. Hello. Bone war hatchet head. So that's like a weapon head. Okay, so cow skulls are good. Cow skulls give jawbones. Okay, that can be made into some tools. Even if that bone axe is as for cutting trees, it still sounds like a weapon. Okay, I'm getting a hang of it. I am getting better at it. Okay, water. Water. Oh, carving 20 XP per this jawbone and more teeth. Yeah, don't need teeth, but I'm not gonna throw a fit for getting them. There. Let's expedite this. Okay, now bone fragments. I want to see. There was like a spiked club. Bone spiked weapon, carving 3. We need leather scraps. We need 2 more bone fragments, large branch, and we can make a cudgel. We also can make a 3-branch variant, which I suppose would be like weaker. And with this cudgel, I'm a bit worried if it's gonna be unwieldy. But I'm open to experiment. I am open to try it out. I believe here we have a leather jacket that we can grab and cut. Oh, here's chopper, cut up denim or leather. And we got 4 dirty leather strips, which is fine. We need 2. So we have cleared most of zombies out, so I'm not too worried about that. Sharpened bone fragments, let's make 2. We are a bit drowsy, we need water, but we should be fine. Oh, spiked weapon, okay. Long sharp bone. What? I am a big dum-dum, because I trimmed long sharp bones into sharp bone fragments, instead of using bone pieces to make bone fragments. So now we need another cow skull to make that. Okay. Oh, whetstone, yeah, let's put you there as well. Animal teeth can go here. Okay. That was dumb. Carve, blunt, bone knife, bone awl, bone spoon. How much XP do you give? Because we have a bunch of those bone fragments. $20 XP. Okay, that's good. That's kinda good. Sharpened bone. Bone pieces. Max. We have 6 more of those. 10 carving here, so 60 carving XP just from making those fragments. And now 140 XP from carving them into spoons. Okay, so we are more than halfway to level 4. Yay us, we're gonna lose light soon. Let's drop those spoons somewhere. We want to eat, we need to drink. Let's take care of ourselves, let's have a sleep, let's let the helicopter pass. And then we'll switch to mod making part of the stream. Water pot. Let's grab that. Let's drink. Okay, now the pot is empty. Fine. Water, collect, empty pot. And the helicopter is probably away. Well, is gone. pot here. Let's destroy for fuel. Small handle 1. Destroy for fuel. Small handle 2. Start fire using wood splinters or twigs. And burn. Let there be light. Let's read the book for a bit while we have this fire going. Oh. Destroy for fuel. Small handle. Let's drop a couple more. Couple more. So yeah, 40 minutes. Let's get that. Let's drop a whole firewood then. So I want to keep this burning for a bit. Liquid options transfer. Empty hydration pack in here. Switch. Let's transfer all the way like that. Okay. Cancel. Can we... okay. Don't auto drink. Can we clean some sheets or bandages? No, we cannot. Instead, let's go get another load of water while we still can see where we're going. Water pot. Close the door behind us. Let's boil more water. And let's go to sleep. And yes, the helicopter is indeed behind us, so we are safe. That marks our another day of survival. We have survived almost 10 days. It will be 10 days in the morning. And we are doing great. But the next leg of our journey is gonna be risky. Oh, shit, we woke up panicked. I probably shouldn't mention my plans for a risky journey. But what you gonna do about it right now? Anyway, I'm gonna end this gameplay part of the stream now. So, thank you for watching that. If you want to stay for a mod making part, I'd be glad to have you.